Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. Welcome back to another session of MTV. I'm your MJ. You're MJ. Your MJ, your math jockey, Mr. Nelson here, large and in charge, and I'm going to be your guide. I'm going to be teaching you about dimensional analysis, or as we like to call it, the picket fence method. Okay, so on the right you'll see a picture of the STAR Grade 6 Mathematics Reference Materials. This is what's going to be in your STAR exam. And it's split into two sides. I don't know if you noticed this, but the left side is the customary side, and the right side is the metric side. Okay, so customary and metric. Okay, and we are going to be focusing on the customary side today. Okay, so here are the rules for the picket fence method. You're going to start, well, you know what? Let's start this with a problem. Okay, so here I've zoomed in to the star chart here, and this is the section we would use to answer this question right here. Okay, how many inches are in 1 yard? Okay, so that's the question. So the rules are start with the unit that it's given. Okay, so we're given 1 yard. That's what's given. So when I say start with what's given, that's what I mean. I literally mean start with what's given. So we're going to put 1, and yard can be abbreviated YD. So 1 yard. Okay. And we're going to make a little picket fence here. That's why I call it the picket fence method. Alright, so I'm going to locate on here yard on the chart in two places, and we're going to inches, and that's only in one place. Okay, so we're going to be moving down, and so between the 2 yards, I'm going to start with the one that's closer to where we're going. So I'm going to start with this yard right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with this yard, and we're going to convert it to feet, and then we're going to take feet and convert it to inches. You'll see how that works? You start right here, and you end right here. Okay, so we start with what was given. We write everything with its units. Okay, we're going to do that. Now we arrange the same units diagonally so they cancel. Oh, by the way, if you haven't done so already, pause that video and copy these rules down.
I gave them to him.
Oh,
I'm nice.
Miss Sorrells is nice and gave you the rules. I was going to have you copy them down. So if y'all don't do well, we'll blame Miss Sorrells. Okay, so now that y'all have the rules in front of you, we're going to arrange the same units diagonally so they cancel. Okay, so what that means is we have this yards right here. We're going to diagonals this direction. So we're going to write that unit again right here, yard. And let's look up at our chart to figure out what goes on top. So we go from yards to feet. That's really easy. So we just put feet right here. Okay, and then as far as numbers are concerned, we just write in what the chart says. So it says 1 yard equals 3 feet. So I put 1 by the yards and I put 3 by the feet. Okay, and so when it says so they cancel, if you have a unit up top and a unit on bottom, they can cancel each other out. We don't have to worry about them anymore. So we can cancel at yards. So we're dealing with feet now. Okay, but we're not done because the question told us we need to get to inches, which is over here. So we're going to keep going. So we're going to write feet diagonally. Okay, so we write feet right here. And I look up at the chart, and I'm going from feet now to inches. So I write inches right here. Okay, that means the feet cancel out, and we're left with the unit inches, which is what we're trying to get to. Yay! Okay, so the numbers. 1 foot equals 12 inches. All right, 1 foot, and all right, 12 inches. Great. Okay, now rule number 4 says the numbers on top are multiplied. So we're going to do 1 times 3 times 12 to solve this. Okay, let's do this in a new color. 1 times 3 times 12, which equals 36. Okay, and we're going to multiply the numbers on bottom because that's what step 5 says. Numbers on the bottom are multiplied. So 1 times 1, 1 times 1, which equals 1. Okay, now all we have to do is divide the top product by the bottom product. So the top product is 36, the bottom product is 1, so we do 36 divided by 1, which gives us 36. And we cannot forget our units. Never forget your units. Okay, so our units are inches. Always include your units. Okay, now what we are saying is that in 1 yard there are 36 inches. That's what we did. We just did a metric conversion using the picket fence method. Okay, let's check out another problem. Okay, so we zoomed in on a different part of the star chart. Okay, so let's go back up to the top and look. We're going to work with the volume and capacity section now. Okay, volume and capacity. All right, so scroll back down here. How many quarts are in 9 cups? So, given to us is 9 cups. So, let's find cups on here. Okay, there's cups here and there's cups here. Okay, y'all remember the rule? Which one we use? We use the one closest to where we're going. So, where are we going? Well, we want to find out quarts. Okay, so quarts is here and quarts is here. Okay, so the shortest way to get from cups to quarts is to start with this cups and end up at this quarts. So we start here and we want to finish here. So that means we're going to go this way now. We're going to go across here and we're going to go cups to pints, and then we're going to convert pints into quarts, and we are finished. Yeah. Alright, so let's do this quickly. We're going to start with what's given to us, which is 9 cups. Okay. 9 cups. Okay, and we're going to start a little picket fence here, and we're going to write cups diagonally, if y'all remember. So we write cups down here. Okay, and just referring back up here, we're going from cups to pints. So all you have to do in the abbreviation for pints is PT. So we're going to write PT up here for pints, and now we just write in our little number here. Okay, so 2 cups equals 1 pint. Cool. Okay, so now we can cancel out cups and we're left with pints, but we're not done yet because we're trying to get to quarts. So we just extend our little picket fence out a little bit, and we take pints and we put it diagonal so that it will cancel. And we look up at our chart again and we're going from pints to quarts. Oh man, we are so close to being done. Y'all are doing a great job. So we're going to write quarts. Okay, and I can abbreviate that QT, so I'm going to do that. Okay, now all I have to do is look at the numbers. 2 pints equals 1 quart. So 2 pints equals 1 quart. Alright, we can cancel out pints because there's one on top and one on bottom, and we're left with quarts, which is where we're trying to go. Okay, so we've completed the first few steps here. Now we're going to multiply the numbers on top. So 9 times 1 times 1 equals 9. Okay, I draw my little picket fence there. And 2 times 2 equals 4. Okay, so we're to the final step here. We've multiplied the numbers on top, multiplied the numbers on bottom. So now we just divide the top product by the bottom product. So we put 9 in the house. Here, let's write this a little higher. Okay, we put 9 in the house. Oh, let's roll this up a little. There we go. Okay. And we're going to put 4 outside. And 4 goes into 9 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, now we do dot, dot, 0, drop. Say it with me now. Dot, dot, 0, drop. Give me now. Dot, dot, 0, drop. Okay, should have been a rapper instead of a math teacher. I'd be making more money now, but I wouldn't get to work with y'all lovely kids. Alright, 4 goes into 10. Let's see, 2 times. Come on, you can do it, Mr. Nelson. 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, and that leaves us here. Run out of room here, so I'm just going to kind of put it over here. Leaves us with 2. Okay, so we still have a remainder. So what we're going to do is we're going to add one more 0, and we're going to drop it on down right here. 20. 4 does go into 20. It goes in 5 times. So 5 times 4 is 20. Remainder of 0. We're good. We're good. That's our answer. 225. Okay. So what is 225? Okay. Well, 9 cups equals 2.2 and 25 hundredths quarts. Okay, so we answered our question there. Good job, guys. If you got a little confused there, go back, rewind it, rewatch it. Take your time on this. This is really important stuff, and it's not easy. It's challenging, which is good. That's how you make your brain grow. You get new wrinkles in your brain. Okay. Let's just scoot this on over here. There we go. All right. How many hours are in 2 weeks? Okay, so we are starting with 2 weeks. That's what's given, and we're trying to get to hours. So let's find that on our chart. All right, weeks is right here and right here. And now let's find hours, where we're going. Hours is here and here. All right, so remember, we want to start with the weeks and end with the hours that are closest to each other. So that's right here. That's where we start, and we want to end right here. So everybody draw your arrows in. We're going to start here, and we're moving across here. So we're going to convert weeks to days, and then we're going to take days and convert those into hours. Minute after minute, hour after hour. I'm an educated fool. All right, that's a song from Mr. Nelson's junior high days. Okay. Let's see, we're starting with 2 weeks, so we're going to write 2 weeks. Okay. And we're going to do a little picket fence here. Start it off. Remember, weeks goes diagonal, so we're going to write weeks down here. That way they can cancel weeks out. So let's look at our chart here. We're going from weeks to days. So we're going to write days up here. Oops. Okay. Weeks to days. There we are. Okay. And 1 week is 7 days. So I'll write 1 here, 7 here. Okay, and I got that from the chart, just in case you forget how many days go in a week. Okay, so cross weeks out, and we're left with just a unit days, but we're not done. We want to get to hours, so we extend our picket fence out, put another fence post in there, and days goes diagonal. This is easy stuff now, Mr. Nelson. Look up here, days goes to hours. Okay, days to hours, and it's 1 day is equal to 24 hours. So use your chart in case you forget that. Days cancel out, and we're to the units that we want. We want to get to hours. All right. So now we've done step 1, step 2, step 3. We're at step 4 and 5 now. We're gonna numbers on top are multiplied, and the numbers on bottom are multiplied. Okay. So the numbers on top: 2 times 7 times 24. Okay. So this equals 2 times 7 times 24, and the units are hours. You got to get in the habit of writing that. Okay. All right, hours. All right, and then let's see. 2 times 7 is 14. 14 times 24. That's hours. Okay. And so we're going to have to do 14 times 24. So let's do that off to the side over here. 24 times 14. Okay. 4 times 4 is 16. Carry that 1. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. Alright, and we multiply by the tens digit. We start with the 0. Okay. It's like the way this problem works, it's like we're doing 2 multiplication problems. We're doing 4 times 24 and 10 times 24. That's why we set it up like this. Okay, so 1 times 4 is 4. And 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, now we just have to add these together. 6 plus 0, 6. 9 plus 4 is 13. So we write 3, carry the 1. And 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, so we got the number 336. So we come down here. That's 336 hours. Okay. Now it says numbers on bottom are multiplied. Well, on bottom we just have 1 times 1, okay, which equals 1. Okay, and so then we divide the top product by the bottom product. So 336 hours just divided by 1. There's no units on bottom. We've canceled those all out. 336 divided by 1 is still 336. So that's our answer. Okay, so just to refresh our memories, the question was how many hours are in 2 weeks. So we go 2 weeks is equal to 336 hours. All right, and we are done. Good work. Way to stick with it. Okay. Go back and rewatch any of the parts that you didn't understand. Remember, it's the picket fence method. You start with what's given. You take it diagonal. You use a chart to kind of figure out what direction you're going. Weeks is listed twice, so you pick the one that's closest to hours. Hours is listed twice. You pick the one that's closest to weeks. And you just go from there. We went from weeks to days right here. Weeks to days. And then we went from days to hours right here. Okay, and we started with what was given. And then we multiply the top, multiply the bottom, and then we divide. And it's that easy. Alright, I'll see you in class tomorrow. Hooty hoo!